billions of fake Facebook and Instagram profiles.
Deepfakes becoming more and more chillingly realistic.
Massive and coordinated hack.
It's about TikTok, it's also about Telegram. There's really no social media network that's untouched by those.
What if you could influence an election without changing a single vote? On election day, people believe they are choosing the future of their country.
It's hopeful for me. I think it's a good result.
But long before voting begins, another battle is already taking place online.
Networks of fake profiles spreading misinformation.
In Europe, networks linked to the Internet Research Agency and similar operations have posed as local citizens.
Facebook suspended a small network of accounts linked to a so-called Russian troll factory.
Running pages, joining discussions, and pushing divisive political content tailored to specific countries. In Germany, false stories about crimes committed by migrants, such as the infamous Lisa case, spread rapidly during a period of intense political debate around migration and elections. Russian media and officials amplified the story.
Ясно, что девочка абсолютно точно недобровольно исчезала на 30 часов. Надеюсь, что не будет повторения случаев, как вот с нашей девочкой Лизой.
The allegations later collapsed under police investigation, but by then, the story had already fueled political outrage across German media and social networks.
Es gibt keinen Grund und keine Rechtfertigung, dies für politische Propaganda.
Artificial intelligence adds another layer. In 2023, Slovak voters were exposed to a fake audio recording of politician Michal Šimečka discussing election fraud. It spread just days before voting.
Disinformation is a weapon that Putin has been using all around the world.
For years, Russia has targeted elections across Europe through disinformation, covert networks, and online influence campaigns. The goal is not just to support friendly politicians, but to weaken trust in democracy itself. This is Russia's election playbook. Russia's election interference follows a familiar strategy. Support political actors aligned with Kremlin interests while increasing confusion, division, and distrust in democratic institutions. According to investigations by the European Union, these operations use state media like RT and Sputnik, fake news websites, Telegram channels, and coordinated social media networks.
But Russia had used more than 50,000 fake accounts on X, sending more than 1 million tweets in order to manipulate public opinion only in Germany.
While the narratives are tailored to different countries, the pattern remains consistent. Pro-European politicians are portrayed as corrupt elites or foreign puppets.
Проблема нынешней Западной Европы заключается в утрате суверенитета. Это не фигура речи, это не просто философские измышления, это практика дня.
While parties critical of the EU or NATO are framed as defenders of sovereignty and traditional values. The messaging is often emotional, provocative, or contradictory by design. The goal is not always to convince people of one specific narrative, but to increase distrust.
I'm here because we want our lives back.
Outrage.
Hay que salir pues porque esto tiene que cambiar.
And political polarization during elections. Although this environment may look chaotic, the structure behind it is highly coordinated. A narrative can begin on fringe websites or Telegram channels, then spread through state media.
New president has been sworn in Kiev. Maybe he'll be held accountable.
Influencers.
Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy.
And networks of accounts across platforms like X, Facebook, and TikTok.
I actually feel more free here in a dictatorship than in so-called democratic countries.
Some operations rely on fake personas posing as local citizens, while others depend on real influencers unknowingly amplifying misleading narratives. This is what makes the system effective. The propaganda often looks like ordinary online content shared by everyday users. And by the time it reaches a mass audience, it no longer feels coordinated. It feels real.
Friday marked the final day of campaigning in Poland's presidential election.
The very latest on the German election.
Elections create the perfect environment for influence operations because of high emotions.
Mais les exports, ça les touche pas maintenant. Emmanuel Macron. Non, mais vous parlez beaucoup, Madame Le Pen.
Oui, je parle beaucoup, mais vous allez vous rattraper. Eux, ils auront une minute.
Answer the question. That's what the public scream at their televisions every PM cues. Answer the question.
Constant media attention.
Non sia chiaro del non voglio più parlare di questo. Quindi non c'è una parte politica.
And very little time to verify information.
Tomorrow, voters in France will begin choosing their president.
Merci, mes amis.
The 2017 French presidential election became one of the clearest examples of this.
Overnight, we saw thousands of documents being leaked in what was one of the most shared hashtags on Twitter, the Macron Leaks hashtag.
Hacked Macron campaign materials, named Macron Leaks, were released online alongside manipulated documents just days before voting began.
Emmanuel Macron's campaign calling the document dump a massive and coordinated hack.
Any thoughts as to where that dossier originated from?
They've been looking at the metadata, and they found Russian words inside that metadata.
Может быть, российские хакеры, а может быть и нет.
In Romania, a presidential candidate suddenly surged from obscurity to the top of the polls, driven largely by an explosion of viral content on TikTok and other social media platforms.
Now, this comes just days after Romanian authorities declassified documents that allege a coordinated online Russian campaign.
Romanian intelligence documents described more than 25,000 TikTok accounts suddenly amplifying political content, alongside coordinated activity on Telegram and Discord channels.
Declassified documents from the Romanian intelligence service who allege that a state sponsored a campaign online, especially on TikTok. We're talking millions of euros that were put into this.
2 days before the runoff vote, Romania's constitutional court took the unprecedented step of annulling the election entirely.
Romania's top court has annulled the results of November's political election after accusations of Russian meddling.
For many Romanians, the crisis created confusion, distrust, and fears about where the country was heading next.
It's quite uncertain, unfortunately. It's uncertain and we don't know which direction it's going, which scares us and our families.
In Moldova, officials warned that influence campaigns extended far beyond fake posts online. Authorities accused pro-Russian networks of financing protests, spreading disinformation, and attempting to destabilize the country ahead of key elections.
From a coup attempt to hundreds of bomb hoaxes to internet hacks. In the last year, Moldova's government says it's faced an explosion of security threats.
Moldovan officials also described coordinated social media operations designed to flood platforms with political messaging.
Russia has been hiring people in Moldova, paying them monthly salaries, teaching them how to create thousands or hundreds of accounts, and then sending them the information that they need to post.
False claims spread quickly, especially during moments of political tension.
This is an old video of a military parade in Romania, but it quickly became an alarmist social media post shared by pro-Russians in Moldova, with warnings the tanks were heading for their border.
In Armenia, researchers and European investigators also warned about coordinated disinformation campaigns targeting democratic institutions and the country's growing ties with the West.
It is an honor to welcome the Prime Minister of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan, to the European Parliament today.
The narratives change from country to country, but the strategy remains the same. Spread outrage faster than the facts can catch up.
My worst fears are that we cause significant harm to the world. I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong.
Artificial intelligence has made influence operations faster, cheaper, and far more convincing.
The Earth might actually be flat. That's not me.
In recent years, deep fake videos have shown politicians appearing to say things they never said.
Aéroportées et sous-marines ont été mises en branle.
While AI-generated audio has convincingly mimicked real voices.
I'm sick of it. I control the Met Police. They will do as the Mayor of London tells them and obey orders.
The Slovak election audio is one example, but similar tools have already been tested in other countries.
Die Medienlandschaft ist durchseucht von dieser fragwürdigen Technik.
Including fake videos of political figures circulating online during sensitive political moments.
Я раджу скласти зброю і повернутися до своїх сімей.
And these tools are no longer limited to intelligence agencies. They are widely available, inexpensive, and capable of producing false content at massive scale. By the time a fake is exposed, millions may have already seen it. Rather than inventing entirely new issues, these campaigns often amplify tensions that already exist. During the migrant crisis on the Poland-Belarus border, researchers documented networks of fake accounts spreading competing narratives designed to inflame public anger and deepen divisions.
The Belarusian KGB used fake accounts to purposely incite border tensions.
Poland says it fears tensions at its border with Belarus will escalate in the coming days.
In some posts, migrants were portrayed as a threat. In others, authorities were accused of hiding the truth or abusing migrants.
They found Polish guards were mistreating some of the migrants, and then there were other posts of migrants also inciting demonstrations.
Same crisis, different outrage.
Angela Merkel has told President Putin that Russia must stop what she called the inhumane exploitation of the migrant crisis on the border between Poland and Belarus.
By pushing emotionally charged content around migration, war,
und ich möchte, dass verhandelt wird und dass wir keine Waffen liefern.
Or identity.
A woman is somebody who was biologically born a woman.
These campaigns make disagreements feel sharper, more urgent, and more hostile. The goal isn't to convince everyone of one story, but to make people angry at each other. And once a society is divided enough, it doesn't need to be controlled. It just needs to be pushed. As political discourse moves online, these operations are becoming harder to detect and easier to execute. The next campaign may not look like propaganda. It may look like a viral TikTok, a leaked audio file, or a screenshot spreading faster than anyone can verify it. And by the time it is debunked, it may not matter. Because the real target is not just the election result, it is trust itself. Once people stop trusting the process, democracy begins to break down from within. Found out more at eu versus disinfo.eu. Don't be deceived.